On Monday, an unhinged and completely unwell Donald Trump got on Truth Social to demand that the U.S. Department of Justice do something to get Tina Peters out of prison. Now, for those of you who may not remember that name, Tina Peters, of course, emerged as a huge election denier. She was a Mesa County election clerk in the 2020 election in the state of Colorado. She became a close confidant and basically good friend to MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell, who hyped up her fraudulent claims of voter fraud and all that and said she basically held the key to exposing the theft of the 2020 election, which of course we all know didn't actually happen. Peters was convicted last August on multiple different counts. In fact, she was sentenced to 9 years in prison. She was found guilty of 7 of 10 charges in a 2021 breach of Colorado's election system. She was convicted of 3 counts of attempting to influence a public official, conspiracy to commit criminal impersonation, official misconduct, violation of duty, and failure to comply with an order by the Secretary of State. She allowed, unauthorized access into the voting machines, and she was convicted, right? She went through due process, convicted, got 9 years in prison last August. Well, Trump got on Truth Social, apparently for some reason, thinking of Tina Peters on Monday, and said this. Radical left Colorado Attorney General Phil Weiser ignores illegals committing violent crimes like rape and murder in his state and instead jailed Tina Peters, a 69-year-old Gold Star mother who worked to expose and document Democrat election fraud. Tina is an innocent political prisoner being horribly and unjustly punished in the form of cruel and unusual punishment. This is a communist persecution by the radical left Democrats to cover up their election crimes and misdeeds in 2020. The same Democrat Party that flies to El Salvador to try to free an MS-13 terrorist is cruelly imprisoning, perhaps for life, a grandmother whose brave and heroic son gave his life for America. Colorado must end this unjust incarceration of an innocent American. I am hereby directing the Department of Justice to take all necessary action to help secure the release of this hostage being held in a Colorado prison by the Democrats for political reasons. Free Tina Peters now! Cool. They can't. You see, these are state crimes. The DOJ does not, in fact, have jurisdiction over that, and Donald Trump can't pardon her. While Colorado Governor Jared Polis could, of course, grant her clemency or a pardon, she hasn't even filed a petition for that. So Tina Peters isn't even asking the governor, the only one who could give her the pardon, to do it. She's serving her sentence. She was not a political prisoner. She sure as hell is not a hostage. She's a criminal. She broke the law. She didn't expose a damn thing. It was all lies. It's all a conspiracy pushed by Donald Trump, by the way. You're the reason she's in jail, you idiot. Do you even realize that? Are you smart enough to realize that? Because I don't think you are. Tina Peters would not be in prison today had it not been for your election lies and those pushed by Mike Lindell. You too are responsible for her being in jail for buying into the conspiracy theories. But I don't think you have a guilty conscience about that. I don't think you even think that's a thing. But that is what happened. She was given due process. She was given the right to a trial. She defended herself with her lawyers. And she was found guilty on 7 of the 10 counts. That is how justice works in the United States. But how dare you? How dare you, you son of a bitch, say that Democrats are the ones letting criminals go free, right? You, Donald, have freed more violent criminals than any other president. How about all those Capitol rioters? How about the ones who were going to be in jail for the next couple decades for beating the living hell out of police officers, right? Oh, you backed the blue? No, you freed the people who beat them black and blue. That's what you did. And now here you are accusing Democrats of being soft on crime while you lobby for an actual criminal to be released from jail. And you yourself are a criminal who should be in prison. You are a convicted criminal. I don't ever want to hear another Republican for the rest of my lifetime Try to argue that Democrats are the ones who are soft on crime when Donald Trump is begging and pleading for every criminal to be let loose into this country. Thanks for watching, everybody, and if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.